Now we taking on, got the fight, man. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get it right, man. Baby, I'm my own hype, man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across. Up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jameis going to look to throw right away. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle, it's complete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Seahawks at 4-7 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards.
1st and goal, Chicago.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Play fake, Winston. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jameis now on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. From the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And Winston lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Winston now from the 50. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he is in for Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through it for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Okay.
On the option right is Fields. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Fields. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one, though, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Hey, 5 on the kick. 5 on the kick. Let me go.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
White. Green, triple T. Flip. Let me go.
Here's Winston. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
4th down, Winston. That is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I was going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And 4 at the 45-yard line.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Again, it's Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Winston now. He completes this to Walker, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down throw for Winston. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Now Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Following the interception, Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Winston going deep for Walker. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, 45 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Bears.
Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go, son.
2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 35.
Fields throwing again.
Chicago.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it,
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. This one goes underneath to Walker. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Now Jameis going to change things up. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Winston. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the 1st.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh sack.
Huge 4th down conversion. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now they'll shift things around. Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Winston. And his throw here is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Right.
From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Right.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jameis going to shift him around.
Five on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Winston. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Even.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ready.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. Jameis to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fields on first down. This throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. Now he'll escape to his left. And he is out of bounds here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. Touchdown, Bears! Dalton Kincaid taking it in. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Oh, this is blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw out wide to Walker. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
This offense already 4 for 4 on fourth down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this fourth down.
Let's go. Let's convert. Easy.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he loses the football the second time. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. A try here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Seahawks 44. Bears 34.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Trotty! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Here we go, even.
Here's Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let him go.
Winston here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Winston to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. Down the numbers. There he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading